Kaya sa mga nakikipagsabwatan upang kunin ang pondo ng bayan at nakawin ang kinabukasan ng ating mga mamamayan, mahiya naman kayo sa inyong kapwa Pilipino. Mahiya naman kayo sa mga kabahayan nating naanod o nalubog sa mga pagbaha. Mahiya naman kayo lalo sa mga anak natin na magmamana sa mga utang na ginawa ninyo nang binulsan nyo lang ang pera. Nagsagawa tayo ng malawakan at malalimang investigasyon na walang pagkikiling kahit kanino man. Masusi nating sinuri at sinundan kung saan tayo itinuro ng ebidensya. Lahat ng kailangang gawin ay ginawa natin upang matuntun ang punot dulo. Mayroon ng mga unang nakasuhan at nakulong, mga kontratista, matataas na opisyal, pati na mga mambabatas. At dumating na tayo sa punto na ayon sa Ombudsman, ay malapit na ang paghain ng patong-patong na kaso laban sa dating Speaker.
How can I be the mastermind?
Masakit man sa akin ito, ngunit kailangan nating gawin ang tama.
Is President Marcos going to really crack the whip on those responsible?
Dinadaanan na hirap na dinadanas ng ating mga kababayan. They have to be told who is responsible and somebody has to answer for their suffering.
Paano ho kung kaalyado ninyo?
Sorry na lang. Hindi na kita kaalyado kung ganyan ang ginagawa mo.
How do you convince the public that your cousin, House Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, would not be spared from the scrutiny of this panel?
Well, there's only one way to do it, isn't there? They will not be spared. Wala namang maniniwala sa'yo hanggat gawin mo eh. So, gagawin namin.
I do not want to file a lousy case. I will never file a lousy case. I'm not that kind of person. I want things to be done properly. I want it to be documented. I want it to be solid. And I want to look the justices in the eye that if you miss out on this case, it's your problem, not mine. Because that's the way it should be.
So far, sir, kamusta po yung evidence?
We're building up something. We're building up something.
Ang ICI at saka ang DPWH ay lahat ng nakuha nila na informasyon ay ire-refer, ibibigay na sa Ombudsman para imbestigahan ng Ombudsman. Ito ay tungkol sa mga informasyon ng dating Speaker Martin Romualdez at saka ni Zaldy Co. Pag nakita lahat ng ebidensya, baka mag-file ng kaso ng plunder o anti-graft o indirect bribery. Malakas naman ang loob natin na yung Ombudsman, ang ginagawa lamang ay sumusunod sa ebidensya. At kung saan tayo dinadala ng ebidensya, doon pupunta ang ating investigasyon.
By the DPWH and the ICI was going to be submitted today. This is a referral to the Office of the Ombudsman regarding former Speaker Martin Romualdez and former Congressman Zaldy Co. And these are crime of plunder, the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, and finally, direct bribery. We leave up to the Office of the Ombudsman for further investigation and for eventual filing.
Yes, that is the angle. That is the angle, plunder and conspiracy to commit plunder as well. Meron ho tayong, the process is after the fact-finding investigation is completed, it will yield a complaint. That complaint will now be brought to the preliminary investigation team, and that team will ask all the respondents to submit their counter-affidavits as a form of due process.
Meron na po bang cases na i-file for this month and against whom? Meron na po bang timeline? At least for this one.
The specific instructions is not to give a timeline to make sure that we are not bound by them, no? Kasi ang gusto talaga namin ay quality over any specific timeline that we may give. Pero malapit na ho yan, malapit na ho. Yung binanggit po ni Ombudsman dati, yung former speaker, sila po yung nandun sa taas.
We're waiting for the AMLAC, the MAMLC, to file a freeze order on Martin Romualdez. We already endorsed a complaint to them. We're waiting for the Romualdez case to start rolling, or the Romualdez cases to start rolling. And the first case would be about money laundering. Ayun ang iniintay namin na matagal natin iniintay na magsimula na ang paglabas ng mga kasong ito na high level talaga. Mr. Romualdez was supposed to have a checkup in Singapore, I think. They were trying to ask us to allow him to leave. We did not respond favorably to the request that he be allowed to leave. Hindi namin siya pinaalis, hindi namin pinayagan na ma-lift yung bulletin niya kasi nga naka-lookout order because we've been investigating him actively. Baka hindi na bumalik eh. We don't want that to happen. Para namang sobrang coincidental na nahuli si Zaldy Co sa Europe, bila siyang aalis. Baka mamaya, wala na tayong mapanghawakan dito sa bansang ito. Pinangingatan natin ang karapatan ng ating bayan din. May karapatan din tayo mga Pilipino na sabihin sa kanya, wag muna umalis. Former Speaker Martin Romualdez, na-freeze na yung kanyang...
Ayun. So si former Speaker Martin ito. Kasi
from the Court of Appeals to.
From the Court of Appeals. Kasi doon talaga dinadala ang freeze orders ng AMLC. Anti-Money Laundering Council. Diyan talaga
kasi
sila kukuha ng court
AMLC
order.
kasi
This is an AMLC initiated action. Because
represented by the Solicitor General.
So ito ay si dating Speaker Martin Romualdez.
Yes.
Pero anong issue nga?
Maraming issues. Actually,
Oh.
isang kaso pa lang yan. Pero we have around 5 to 6 cases lined up. Sunod-sunod siya ipa-file within the next 2 weeks.
Isa rin ho dun sa inabangan ng publiko ay yung pagsasampa rin ng kaso kay dating Speaker Martin Romualdez. Any update on that?
Nandiyan na yan. Meron na kaming dalawa pang kasong hinahanda tungkol dyan. Meron kaming isa pang money laundering case na mabigat. Yung the grandest case of them all, itong pinakamabigat na kaso dyan, the conspiracy to defraud the treasury. Yun talaga yan, sa pamamagitan ng budget. Hindi madali ilatag yan. So we're being very careful about every premise that we make. Kasi first time to gagawin sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas na magkakaroon tayo ng ganitong klaseng kaso. Wala kaming timetable dyan. Basta yung big case kasi, hindi mo pwede lagyan ng timetable yan. Kinakalap namin ang ebidensya niyan. Binubuo namin sa araw-araw. Kaya we're here every day. We just go to work every day. And marami naman, it's bearing fruit. Marami naman kami nakukuha ng ebidensya.
Ang teorya ba, Mico, ng Ombudsman ay ang utak, ang mastermind nitong flood control mess ay si dating Speaker Romualdez?
Well, there is that school of thought in the Office of the Ombudsman na siya nga po talaga. At kumbaga, kung meron tayong command responsibility, ito may functional control din ang House leadership over the committees, diba? At kasama na din po dyan ang Committee on Appropriation. So, yung small committee din po ay hindi karaniwang ginagawa. Kumbaga, may plenaryo naman tayo, lahat po ng congressman ay may say dapat sa budget, ngunit ang nangyayari, biglang lumiliit po yung discretion nila dahil binibigay lahat ng poder sa maliit na grupo na 4 lang ata yung kasama sa small committee.
Kasi yung ibang mga kababayan natin naiinip din na ang tagal yun na iniimbisigan hanggang ngayon wala namang nananagot, Mico.
Opo, naiintindihan ho talaga namin yan. At saka kami din naman, frustrated din kami na hindi pa namin talagang natumbok. It's just that every time meron kaming lead, parang bumubukas palalo yung investigation. One shot lang na kami. Kumbaga, we have one chance to get it right. Kasi pag sinampa na natin to po at nasa korte na yan, pag na-decide yan on the merits, wala na tayong chance, kumbaga. So, sana po maintindihan po ng taong bayan na itong mga bagay na ito ay hindi talaga basta-basta. At yung mga investigators ho natin ay minsan binabaliwala din ng mga may poder, may mga impluensya. Pati na po yung mga witnesses na kahit sa state witness program na po, hindi agad-agad yan magsasabi ng lahat. Siyempre po may interest din po yung mga yan, 'di ba? So you have to develop the witnesses properly.
Sir, speaking of congressman, may update na rin po ba kay Martin Romualdez?
We're very close to it.
Na hindi ma-approve yung motion.
We're very close to filing the plunder charges, but we still have to cross the T's and dot some I's and probably put periods in sentences. Yun lang, ganun kalapit na yan. So I didn't deliberately talk about that.
We deny any insinuation that Representative Romualdez has attempted to evade the legal process. Kailanman ay hindi nagtago si Representative Romualdez. Siya po ay nasa bansa at mananatili sa bansa. Ang batas ay hindi sumusunod sa ingay ng akusasyon. Sumusunod ito sa bigat ng ebidensya.
Despite a precautionary whole departure order issued by the Sandigan Bayan, this office has received credible intelligence reports that former Speaker Martin Romualdez has not ceased attempting to leave the country. The office calls on all relevant agencies to make sure that this does not happen. Our investigation identifies former Speaker Romualdez as the central figure in a scheme built on the diversion of public funds meant for flood control project. Funds that were supposed to shield Filipino communities from the very floods that year after year take their homes, their livelihoods, and too often their lives. The investigation reveals more and more each day and each week. To look away at this point is contrary to the very mandate of this office. To every Filipino who has watched this scandal unfold with mounting anger and mounting doubt, I say to you, the evidence has spoken, and this office has acted on it. Funds meant to hold back floodwaters were instead allegedly diverted into private hands, while communities were left exposed to the very disasters those funds were meant to prevent. The betrayal deserves and will receive the full and fair weight of the law.
Huling sona ng Pangulo, ang pambungad niya, agad yung pinsan niya, agad yung kinuwelyuhan kumbaga. Pero kahit hindi pinalangalanan, alam natin kung sino naman yun. Ano?
I don't think that the President can afford to jail former Speaker Romualdez.
Sabi po ni Congressman na Erice, optics lang daw yung pagbanggit ng Pangulo kay former House Speaker Romualdez nung SONA.
Again, sabi niya, kasi I don't think that the President can afford to jail former Speaker Martin Romualdez. Nakausap niya ba yung Pangulo ng diretso para malaman niya kung anong damdamin ng Pangulo patungkol dito sa mga tao na nasasangkot sa flood control mess? Huwag siyang magsalita na parang may alam siya sa sinasabi ng Pangulo. Kung meron kang alam, Congressman Erice, pumunta na po kayo sa Ombudsman at doon nyo na ibigay lahat ng alam po ninyo para hindi kayo ma-disappoint at sasabihin na ang Pangulo ang siyang merong kagagawan para hindi siya masampa ng kaso. Obligasyon niyo po yan, Congressman Erice.
Hindi ako Pangulo ng aking pamilya. Hindi ako Pangulo ng aking kaibigan. Ako ay Pangulo ng Pilipinas at ang tungkulin ko ay sa inyo, ang aking mga kapwa Pilipino. Tatapusin natin ang mga nasimulan at tutuparin ang ating pangako sa sambayanan. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!
Ang bawat sentimo ng bayan ay sagrado at narito tayong upang tiyakin na ito ay nagagamit para sa tunay na kapakanan ng sambayanan.
Hanggang kailan maghihintay sa binitawan ninyong salaysay? Marami nang dumaang bukang liwayway, inaantay na lang.
Tungkulin natin bilang mga kinatawan na tiyakin ng bawat piso ay para sa pag-unlad at kapakanan ng ating kababayan.
Di po ba sila nakokonsensya, ganun? Di po ba nila nararamdaman yung ganitong kahirapan?